Come with me on a journey through space and time. Let's travel to the edge of our understanding where the biggest questions echo in the vast expanse. For centuries, science and faith have been seen as opposites, reason versus belief. But what if the more we learn, the more we find a mystery that science alone cannot solve? What if the very fabric of the universe points us toward something greater, toward God, not as myth, but as logic and order? This isn't about abandoning science. It's about following evidence to its deepest conclusions. Let's embark on this voyage together and see what secrets the universe is waiting to tell us. Consider the universe, a vast ocean of galaxies, each one a swirling island of stars, planets, and cosmic dust, stretching farther than our minds can truly grasp. The sheer scale is almost beyond comprehension, with billions of galaxies each containing billions of stars. Each is a beacon of light in the darkness, a reminder of the universe's immense beauty and mystery, shining across unimaginable distances. For most of history, our existence seemed a cosmic accident, a fleeting spark in an indifferent void. We wondered if there was any deeper meaning to our place in this vast expanse. But as physics advanced, we discovered something astonishing. The universe is fine-tuned for life. The laws of nature, the constants of physics, all seem set just right for us to exist. Imagine a cosmic control room with dials for gravity, atomic forces, and more, each one set with extraordinary precision as if calibrated for a purpose. Nudge any dial even slightly and life becomes impossible. A tiny change in gravity, or the strength of the strong nuclear force, and the universe would be lifeless. The expansion rate of the universe, for example, had to be set with unimaginable precision, so exact that even a minuscule difference would have spelled disaster. Too fast or too slow, and no stars or galaxies could form, the universe would either collapse back on itself, or expand so quickly that matter never clumped together. This is not just coincidence, it's a symphony of perfect balance, as if the cosmos is performing a masterpiece, every note in harmony. Sir Martin Rees identified 6 numbers, change any one, and there's no life, no stars, no us. These numbers govern everything from the strength of gravity to the fabric of space itself. The odds are staggering, like hitting a target an inch wide from across the universe. The precision required is so extreme it defies ordinary explanation. Some propose the multiverse, an infinite collection of universes, each with different laws, and we just happen to be in the right one. In this view, our universe is just one lucky draw among countless possibilities. But this idea is untestable, requiring faith in unseen worlds. It's a bold hypothesis, but one that may forever remain beyond the reach of science. Others see the fine-tuning as evidence of a designer, a logical inference from the data suggesting intention behind the universe's order. When we see intricate design, we assume a mind behind it. Why not the universe? The analogy is compelling, inviting us to consider a cosmic architect. The anthropic principle labels the mystery but doesn't explain it. It tells us only that we can observe the universe because it allows us to exist. Why these laws? Why this balance? Why does the universe seem so uncannily suited for life? Whether by chance, design, or something else entirely, our universe is a very special place, one that inspires awe and wonder. The question of why it is so remains the most profound in science, echoing through the halls of philosophy and physics alike. As we gaze at the stars, we confront the possibility of purpose behind the cosmos, and the hope that one day we might understand our place within it. The universe's perfection demands an answer, a mystery that continues to inspire our search for meaning. Now let's zoom in from the vastness of the cosmos, where galaxies swirl and stars are born, to a much smaller but equally astonishing world. Deep within the cell, another profound mystery awaits us. DNA, the molecule that holds the very blueprint of life. DNA is not just a molecule, it's a code, a language written in 4 simple letters: A, G, C, and T. These letters form the alphabet of life, spelling out instructions with astonishing precision. This code contains the instructions for building every part of every living thing, from the tiniest bacterium to the tallest tree, from the wings of a butterfly to the beating heart of a whale. Imagine billions of these letters, intricately packed into a space smaller than a speck of dust, so small yet so powerful that it can orchestrate the construction of an entire organism. In our everyday experience, complex information, like a book, a symphony, or a computer program, always comes from a mind, from intelligence and intention. Yet, the prevailing scientific view asks us to believe that DNA's code, with all its complexity and order, arose by chance through unguided chemistry and random events over eons. The DNA in just one cell would fill 1,000 books, each 1,000 pages long, an immense library of information, hidden within every living thing. And it's not random. It's a precise, meaningful sequence that builds intricate protein machines, each with a specific job, working together in harmony. DNA can't function without proteins, but proteins themselves are built from DNA's instructions, a classic chicken and egg problem that puzzles scientists to this day. How could such an interdependent, tightly integrated system arise gradually, step by step, without guidance? The discovery of DNA has transformed biology into a study of language and information, revealing a hidden world of codes and messages within every cell. Whenever we encounter a language, a message, or a code, we instinctively ask, who is the author? Who composed this message? At the very foundation of life we find not just matter and energy but information, an invisible thread that connects all living things. And wherever we find information it points to intelligence, a mind, a designer, a programmer behind the scenes. As we marvel at life's breathtaking diversity, remember, it's all written in the same four-letter code, shared by every living creature on Earth. A universal language that binds all living things together, across continents and generations. The code itself seems to ask a profound question: who wrote it? Who is the source of this information? The complexity and elegance of DNA challenge the idea of blind chance, inviting us to look deeper. Instead, they hint at purpose, intention, and design, like the work of a master artist or engineer. Life's code is a signature waiting to be read and understood, a message from the author of life itself. The author remains the greatest mystery, inviting us to search, to wonder, and to keep asking questions. Who is behind the code of life? The answer may be the key to understanding not just biology, but our place in the universe. Now let's leap into the strange world of quantum mechanics. At the subatomic level, reality is uncertain and deeply tied to observation. The double-slit experiment shows that particles act like waves, until we observe them. Observation changes reality, collapsing possibilities into a single outcome. Nobel physicist Eugene Wigner argued that consciousness is essential to quantum mechanics. He suggested that mind, not matter, is fundamental. If observation is needed to make the universe real, who observed the universe before us? Some physicists propose a cosmic mind, a universal consciousness that brings reality into being. This idea echoes ancient theological concepts of a transcendent mind. What if consciousness is not a byproduct of the universe but its source? Quantum mechanics doesn't prove God, but it blurs the line between mind and matter. The universe may be less a machine, more a thought. At the deepest level, mind and matter are linked. The cosmos seems to await a mind to give it form. Reality itself may be a dialogue between consciousness and creation. Every story has a beginning, including the universe. Science shows the universe is expanding, tracing back to the Big Bang. Rewind far enough and everything, matter, energy, space, and time, was compressed into a single point. What caused the Big Bang? What started everything? The law of causality says everything that begins has a cause. The universe began, so it must have a cause outside itself. This cause can't be physical, because matter and energy began at the Big Bang. It must be timeless, spaceless, immaterial, and unimaginably powerful. Philosophers call this the cosmological argument for God. The cause must be eternal, otherwise we face an infinite regress of causes. It must be a mind, because creating from nothing is a choice, not a mechanical process. Science points to a beginning, logic points to a first cause. Some theories try to avoid this, but they only push the problem back. Ultimately, we need an absolute starting point. The nature of that cause, timeless, spaceless, powerful, personal, matches the classical idea of God. This doesn't prove any specific religion, but it suggests the universe is not an accident. It is the product of a deliberate act of creation. The echo of the Big Bang may be the first word spoken by its creator. Many people assume that science and faith are locked in an endless battle, destined to be forever at odds. But if we look closer at history, we find a much richer and more nuanced story, one where curiosity and belief often walk hand in hand. Isaac Newton, often called the father of modern physics, didn't see his scientific work as separate from his faith. In fact, he believed that every law he uncovered was another glimpse into the mind of God, revealing the universe's underlying order and beauty. Newton wrote more about theology than about science, poring over ancient texts and searching for meaning. For him, the universe was not a random accident, but a masterful creation, full of purpose and design. Albert Einstein, though not religious in the traditional sense, often spoke of a cosmic religious feeling, a profound sense of awe at the universe's order and complexity. He marveled at the harmony of natural laws, which he felt pointed to something greater than chance. Einstein famously said he wanted to know God's thoughts, to understand the deep logic behind the cosmos. For him, the laws of nature were not just equations, but evidence of a superior reasoning power at work in the universe. Today, scientists like Francis Collins, who led the groundbreaking Human Genome Project, continue this tradition. Collins sees no contradiction between his Christian faith and his scientific work, believing that both seek truth in different ways. Once an atheist, Collins became a believer through his scientific journey. He describes DNA, the intricate code of life, as a testament to the artistry and intention of a creator, a language written in every cell. In fact, a 2009 poll found that over half of US scientists believe in God or a higher power. Despite stereotypes, many in the scientific community find space for both rigorous inquiry and spiritual belief. Nobel laureates like Charles Townes, who helped invent the laser, saw deep parallels between scientific discovery and spiritual revelation. For Townes, both science and faith were ways of seeking truth and understanding the universe. For many brilliant minds, the more they learn about the universe, the less it seems like a mere accident. Each new discovery raises deeper questions about meaning, purpose, and the origins of everything. They see fine-tuning in the laws of physics, the complexity of the code of life, the mystery of consciousness, and the universe's very origin as pointing toward a rational creator, and intelligence behind it all. Science doesn't prove any specific faith, nor does it disprove the existence of God. Instead, it opens up new possibilities, inviting us to wonder about what lies beyond the reach of our instruments. These scientists follow reason and evidence wherever it leads, even if it brings them to the edge of mystery and the unknown. They find harmony between the book of nature and the book of faith, seeing both as sources of insight and wonder. The path of inquiry, whether scientific or spiritual, can lead us to the threshold of the sacred, a place where questions and awe meet. Science and faith together deepen our wonder and remind us that the search for truth is a journey with room for both reason and reverence. We've journeyed from the edge of the cosmos to the core of the cell, from the dawn of time to the frontiers of consciousness. We've seen a universe fine-tuned for life, a language written into our being, and a reality shaped by awareness. What if science doesn't kill the idea of God but whispers his name in every formula, every atom, every heartbeat? Science shows us how, faith asks us why. The search for truth, whether in a lab or in prayer, is a sacred act. The universe is speaking, the only question is, are we listening? Are we